how do you make your competition irrelevant as a business? So what is a blue ocean in the first place? So the idea is that a blue ocean is a place where there's no fighting, there's no competition, there is no blood. It's a place where the whole market is for you. There's no competition. The opposite of a blue ocean is a red ocean, an ocean filled with other players, lots of blood, lots of fighting, lots of competition. So the whole premise of a blue ocean strategy is that entering a market which already has competition is a bad idea. What you want to do instead is create a whole new market for yourself or make your competitors utterly irrelevant. So how do you do this? And the main concept of the blue ocean strategy is this thing called value innovation. And this value innovation happens when you're able to provide something at a lower cost than your competitors, and you can actually deliver more value compared to your competitors. That's where value innovation happens. And the value innovation could be in terms of utility of what your services and products. It could be in terms of price, or it could be in terms of cost as well. So how can we value innovate as entrepreneurs and business owners? How can we value innovate? So there are some practical principles outlined in the book. And I think this is probably the best thing I can do in this video, is to share those very practical principles with you. So they have a 4-action framework that they suggest in the book. It goes into a lot of detail, but for the purpose of this video, let's stick with just the concept and the idea. So when you're looking at your market, at your competitors and what they're doing, we can ask ourselves, is there something that we can eliminate to make the offering or to make the product or the service better? The next thing we can do to value innovate is to see if there's anything that we can reduce. Can we reduce the time that it takes to deliver something? Can we reduce the effort that it takes for somebody to achieve a particular outcome? Can we reduce the cost? And the next thing is to raise. Are there any standards, any parameters that we can raise considerably above our competitors? And the fourth one is to create. Can you create something completely new, completely different from your competitors? Now, what's a good example of someone who's been able to value innovate? And there's quite a few mentioned in the book, but one that all of us can relate to is Netflix. They have managed to completely reduce the cost of how much a customer needs to spend to consume lots of video content, and they have been able to dramatically increase the value and the utility we get by providing us with a plethora of video content for a very low cost. So that's a great example of innovation. They were able to eliminate the need to have any physical DVDs and Blu-rays. They were able to eliminate the need to go and purchase something. They were able to reduce the cost of us watching, let's say, a movie every single evening of the week. And they were able to raise the choice that the consumer has, the access, the exposure to different types of genres. And it's been absolutely an incredible case study for us to really look at what it means to value innovate. So I hope this has been beneficial, and there are always things that we can apply if we understand principles. So a very simple example again that I could give you really quickly is a few years ago I was involved in setting up a tuition center, and without even realizing, we actually tried to value innovate. We tried to raise the quality of the teaching by only employing qualified school teachers, and we try to reduce the cost compared to others. So imagine if a new center comes along and you're providing better quality at a lower cost, then your competition is utterly irrelevant. Now, how you do that is a different question, but being able to do that is what makes all of the difference. So I hope that this has been of service to you, of benefit. There is a lot more. There's like 6 principles that we go into detail in the web class. So if you're interested to actually go into more detail, feel free to access the web class, and you can do so by following the links below, and follow our journey and subscribe if you haven't done so already.